This time on 15 Minutes You'll Never Get Back.
Remember that LCBO strike?
We burp and seal the end of an era.
And great. My feet keep growing.
I'm Dale.
And I'm Charlie. All that and more this time on 15 Minutes You'll Never Get Back. Yesterday, doing the school pickup. Sitting in my car like I always do.
Yeah.
And I start to see the moms with the younger kids, right? Like the kindergartners.
Right.
They come physically up to the door to pick up their kids.
Yeah.
Now, here's my thing. And listen, I am all for women empowerment.
Right.
You do you.
Okay.
But do you need to do you in a crop top picking up your 5-year-old? To which every father picking up their kid says yes.
I wasn't going to say it.
Now, here's what I get. Listen, I mean, moms, we all come in our various shapes and sizes.
Yeah.
And regardless of how you should feel great. And listen, if you have that 14-year-old washboard tummy after having 3 kids, well, first of all, however,
that being said,
listen, going out, whatever. I just feel
that might not be appropriate for a school pickup.
at the school pickup,
Yeah.
and here's why too. Okay, I try very hard not to purposely make anybody feel bad. And sometimes, because women are like this, we judge each other or like, look at her, she has bigger boobs than me, blah, blah. And we just do this. And we don't, it's not
Right.
And this broad is making me feel bad, okay? Because I don't have that stomach.
I know, but you need...
And I understand this is catty and juvenile.
I get it, but the type of wardrobes there's... Yeah, I agree. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe there should be a different attire for going to get your kid from school, because certain outfits are like, yeah, it's a pickup, all right, but there's picking up your kid and there's picking up something else.
Yeah, like, Bob. Just put it out there. Anyway. Again, my childhood, your childhood is like disappearing before our eyes.
What now?
Tupperware.
Tupperware?
This is sad news for a company that has been helping us to keep leftovers fresh for 77 years.
Yeah.
Tupperware literally says, look, I think we're done. Like, we're going out of business. Like, they're going to pull us off the New York Stock Exchange. Our stocks are in the toilet.
You're kidding.
We're done.
Tupperware.
Now, this is the brand, okay? This is the brand, the famous Tupperware parties. They had commercials in the 80s. Like, remember the smell?
Sure I do.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So they basically said at this point, they don't think they're going to be able to continue. So now it's interesting. And 3 years ago when the pandemic hit, Tupperware, if you remember, the sales went through the roof because we were all locked at home cooking stuff.
So
we were ordering Tupperware online because we needed to put our stuff in Tupperware.
Yeah.
And now, fast forward.
Just like that?
Well, because now, too, like, we're more environmentally aware, the whole plastic use.
But that's why you should use it. Some people put things in, like, Ziploc bags, but Ziploc bags are one use.
I think
but if you put it in Tupperware, you wash Tupperware after.
Yes, but I think they're also saying Tupperware, like, let's face it, sometimes, I mean, I know a lot of people can do this and good on you, but I cannot get tomato stains.
Well, tomato sauce is the one thing you should not put. Well, I guess look who I'm talking to, though.
Right?
What isn't tomato based at Charlie's house?
That's true. But sometimes you end up throwing the Tupperware out or you lose the lids. So a lot of people are going with the glass ones with the...
Yeah, I've got the glass ones, though.
Yeah.
But I also have some Tupperware ones, but we don't use it for food.
Yeah, I know. You use Tupperware for all kinds of stuff.
I use it for... I've got, like, all of our phone chargers are in a Tupperware container.
Yes. I used to put all my kids, like, random...
They just got to diversify and come up with new ways to use Tupperware. I mean, it could really just be a whole lifespan thing. I mean, think about it this way: they didn't make these really big Tupperwares with the aging population. They can make Tupperware caskets. At the end of it, all they can just burp and seal me and put me in the ground.
How does a Canadian dollar become good?
It's a double-edged sword because I think they have to raise interest rates here in Canada so that buying Canadian money makes it more investable, if you will.
That sounds very complicated. I stopped listening. Sorry.
Suddenly, all of a sudden, I just turned into Charlie Brown's teacher. Money. Canadian. That's it, right? In the end, Charlie's sitting there going, I think I really like potato chips.
Actually, I'm thinking about shoes I'm going to buy.
Oh, you are? What a shock.
There is a pop-up happening today at a store downtown Barrie. And if anybody wants to know, DM me. And there are shoes as seen on Dragon's Den. And I'm very excited. So that's what I'm thinking about.
I'm sorry, I zoned out.
Did you know that your feet change and get bigger over time?
See, this is the problem. Your nose gets bigger.
Yes, your
ears get bigger.
And your feet.
Your feet get bigger.
And nothing else.
Nothing that you want to get bigger gets bigger.
Right? It doesn't seem fair.
It does not seem fair.
So according to the Cleveland Clinic, your feet adapt to your body size, right? So, and this makes sense because, you know, when you're pregnant, your feet swell. And after I had the kids, I swear my feet never went back.
Never went back?
They got wider. Like I legit
So you're still wearing your maternity shoes?
Yes, look at these babies.
Oh, look
They're
at
like
them
canoes. Where's my oars?
When we've got science-y fun facts for you on the show, you're hearing the nicely edited version. Want to hear what it sometimes sounds like?
I look weird today. Yeah, that's better.
Wow.
Okay.
All right.
So this is more of a PSA. Okay. When you stop having sex.
Oh, so public sex announcement.
Yeah.
I got it.
Things happen to your body.
Really?
Okay. Now, just to be clear, nothing will break.
Nothing will break.
Or, you know,
not
like
going to fall off.
Get old or fall apart, so to speak.
Okay.
If you choose not to, for whatever reason.
Right.
You know, your partner might not like it. However, stuff can happen to your body when you stop the coitus.
Right.
Okay.
Well, use it or lose it, I guess, you know.
Vaginal walls can weaken and thin. Good to know. Prostate health can decline.
Seriously?
Yeah, for you guys.
Serious?
Your immune system can start to weaken. Aches and pains might seem more prevalent. Okay. You may not sleep as well. Your energy and motivation can completely drop. Your cardiovascular health can decline if you stop, you know.
Whoopee.
Yeah. Your anxiety might increase. You may find yourself more stressed out. And you may become more forgetful.
What was that third thing in there?
Your prostate health.
Uh-oh, looks like I'm becoming more forgetful.
But then at the last part, the people go crazy for this. And one time I saw a video where someone hold a chicken up. It was the chicken jockey moment.
So now,
like that.
Tell people what a chicken jockey is in the game.
Okay. So in Minecraft, you have these very rare spawns in villages.
Right.
Very rare spawns. That you have a chicken that has a zombie like riding it. It's extremely rare.
Can you put bets on these chickens?
Deal wants to make money on these chickens.
Can I pick the trifecta? Which one of the three chickens are going to run first, second, and third?
My mom's been anxiously freaking out for the last few days, knowing that potentially her favorite store could be shut down.
Her favorite store.
So I was sent to the LCBO to get a specific wine before shutdown. Just in case, in preparation.
Right.
So I need such and such wine, and it has to be 2022, and I need as many bottles as you can. I'm like, Mom, I said, it's not the apocalypse. Like, it's going to be a couple weeks.
Couple of weeks. But then, even if it goes longer, they're going to open only 30 stores.
Right, so it will be limited. And the funny thing about this, if it's funny to people, is I've been talking to a few people about it, and there are many that don't realize what's happening.
Oh, they're oblivious.
Because, again, their way of learning about news is not conventional anymore, right? Unless they've got breaking news on TikTok about this.
Which is unlikely.
I ended up finding, I think, like upwards of 9 or 10 bottles.
So you got it.
And she's like, I brought it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm struggling. I'm bringing all these bottles of wine. And she says to me,
What?
Is that all they had? I go, Ma, like, you're a tiny little person. I'm like, you'll be all right. Well, 10 bottles, 2 weeks. I don't know. And they were the big ones, too. Like, they weren't the regular size bottles.
Yeah.
They were the big buggers.
Yeah.
So, anyway, cheers to everybody.
But
Here's hoping.
You know what? Booze and money are the same in that it's better to have too much than not enough because it's not going to go bad.
Solid point, my friend.
I need to get my Chardonnay, but now my problem's clear. I have red wine that tastes so fine, I might run out, I fear. 'Cause at midnight, you heard right, LCBO strike appears. Unless they get their together quickly. The union wants security and increase in pay. The government wants to sell booze at every Circle K. Unless they can see eye to eye, well, I've just got to say, I don't need coffee, not without my Baileys. I feel as though we're all involved. So we say, get it solved.
Solid.
How do you solve a problem with the Lickbo? How do you get along with Premier Ford?
Good question.
How can we get our stuff at LCBO? We'll all act like adults to work out a new accord. Many of us don't even know it's coming.
True.
Gonna be shocked tomorrow afternoon. 'Cause when the midnight bell tolls, the liquor stores all will close. You don't want to be SOL when they show up to get their weekend liquor. The swears will be flying when they realize they're screwed.
Ah, sweet.
Dan, what's on the way at 6 in the Barrie 360 newsroom?
Giving birth at age 100. That story and more, top of the hour.
What?
I don't even know where to go with that.
No.
Good Lord.
There's cobwebs up there at that point.
Hey, you know who's very surprised is the 102-year-old boyfriend. I have no idea how this happened.
Damn pills!
Right. That's it. I'm suing Viagra.
Smart diapers.
They know their
We'll send phone alerts to let parents know when the kid needs changing.
I'll tell you who else will. The people sitting next to your kid who can smell it.
I mean, from the dawn of time, all of us have unfortunately had to basically do the sniff test or the peak test.
I'm glad that is a bullet I dodged.
Okay.
But okay. I hear you.
But now, scientists from Penn State University have created the smart diaper. It is a nappy with a built-in sensor that will send these alerts to a phone. The sensor will send a message to the phone alerting the parent that the baby's diaper needs to be changed. So they basically say these sensors will inform the parent that the kid is wet before the kid could cry, I guess. So maybe coming soon to a Babies R Us.
What's it called again?
It's a smart diaper.
Oh, they haven't got a name for it.
I guess.
Well, they got the thing that can tell you how many steps you've done. If your kid can tell you how many poops they're taking, I guess they could call it a shit fit.
After having children, I made peace with the fact that I could never jump on a trampoline ever again, okay? After I turned 40, I made peace with the fact that I have to cross my legs and kind of hold myself before I sneeze or else I might pee a bit. Okay, and just this moment, because I'm at the cold and flu stage of just purely blowing my nose, like it's ridiculous.
It really is.
And, well, I've gotten now to the point where I can't blow my nose without potentially tickling a little bit.
This is a real...
Where will it end?
This is a real troublesome spot. She's going through twice the Kleenex that everybody else would.
Hey, thanks for spending 15 minutes with us. You know, sometimes that's all it takes.
Make sure you subscribe so you never miss an episode.
Tell us what you think by leaving a review. Live, if you have to.
And feel free to share it so your friends can have a laugh too.
Until next time.